King Solomon.
Oh, he is Solomon.
See, na konya Second Chronicle. Ena ni jatam yenu, ena ni footstool. Ena sagewe.
Wow. Yeah, King Solomon. That's what you for King Solomon. Any King Solomon sitting on the throne. Second Chronicles chapter 9 verse 18. No. No. 6 steps to the throne with a full stool of gold, which were fastened to the throne and stays on each side of the sitting place, and 2 lions standing by the stays. Okay. Yamra otumfo o say to King Solomon ho ono so ne de no eni. The same thing.
See.
Nice na Bible ne kran man na ya hemfo.
Sa.
Yes sir.
Nti benhia agata no so ni. Yese bia. Say Solomon akonya no na agata mi enu na e wo ho. Benhia so de agata.
Eni. Obi ahu so otena se a abanwa no kran no.
Nigeria.
Jata.
Alafin of Oyo. Yoruba form. Wọ́n sún ní footstool jata mienu.
Yeah.
The name mienu. Yeah. Esisun.
Alafin of Oyo. Nigeria sits in state. One also what's name Jamua. On the anas hareme ya wanas. You hunanim. One also acting in footstools. Beautifully decorated with moduled lion heads at the ends. Say ja 30 million. Ebobo niti eni niti.
Ana ba hanu anytime bia no say eso apam ni ekwa na 7 horn blowers mention. Okay, ebra omoko around the wall of
Jehoshaphat.
I don't know. They basically nyapa.
So Jehoshaphat nana edi wo mo elidi wo mo sabre.
Oba answer. I don't say nana. Also, according 7 priests leading the ark of God, blowing their tongues. The next Anna, Yahweh, Utum for said to Abibu, and I said to Asante Helen Sodi. Similarly, 7 horn blowers leading a chief at a ceremony in Ghana. Chief New York, King. King. Am I in the class?
Where are you for? I for. If you cry, it's a phone even say you 2 for every.
Anna, priest, or breastplate. I achieve into 12 parts. Robekaya. I mean, it was our head gear.
Wow. Yeah. Eventually, what? In I may be a net use. And dear, you before. Now, you say Hebrew Israelites priesthood outfit includes a breastplate. Leviticus chapter 8, verse 8. Mosha eni. Yere otunfo esuso die. Likewise, breastplates
on the headgear.
Is worn by the Ghanaian traditional ruler.
Asana abaha.
Headgear ni na
abotire.
Chano ni na.
Alo hine na tade na bells ehuma. Ewa ha ni mu a. Ebubo ho se dia okọ konko de mo nu a. Obetimi ayama bibia akoso. Awoso ama enyema se koso ho no etimi koso. Saanso na nkuma dan mu no nkuma adoma na wo anto ni wura nkuma dan mu so a wo so adoma
na cheta mamra ne die mame function na eja
sanete
ya say adansi nti ne kunso na ewia no eni oni wo adoma no ena ebobo na tade no ano no afei ye hwe otumfo nso a wono so na konya no eni adoma ne so eni ma nchire mo adoma no ena ebobo nkunya no so wo adoma no bo nkunya no sa eni wono so di ra konya dem mo a nkomo bia nkunya dem ye hu ho
sa bo ho ju
nkomo bia ye nko
sa ana de wo mu ni say Israel na altar no ho de itimi hye afode no ho we baaye no akonya na be ye altar edua nti yanhye nti aboa ni moja ene ne sade na ne ade enti no yekọ churo no mu a obi nya asem no fu say o hwa asem no ababi ekọ na ebedi atia no a otumi dwane ekọ temple wako so altar okay so aso dwan to na ya trust ye tiri ono so person waka sanso na ehai ana nse nkunya dem enti mi nwa ne nye nkonkoso mu bibi ba na se wo mpe na afọ ya
kan
na kunya ano so ese ye ma ye
na chese ade no ye so obi nkyira kwada nyame no
saadete enti we wa amamre no mu bia
de nya wo dia
de na waka say religion nationality eno na da wadi eno na da ade a imbo ewo mu dada ezona oyi wo say onu betu anamo ya Israel famimra no tu anamo eno na betu anamo abedanso ya pablo fu asase no so bie na enso no nse o da kura mu o da kura mu nsesa no na de ana awre ho ne se ukura anumu achi no afi na ase o me pese me ye Kristo ni ambra Kristo no abeto Hebrewism ene na da wadi obae amamre ya yaka ho ase no eno ana na kura mu awoyi ope wa yo boni nti o si wo amamre ni ye primitive tugu na me ma o new identity nti ene no so we Christian enye ma bebre wo ha ugu ani gusu enso ugu ani bu ani a that is your nationality eno ani identity
okusie so be na ne ahwe akra na Nigeria epuma no
sa pepepe ena obeka ya linguistic staff emra so no na ja Mose ni Aaron achiame poma infiti ase ni
wow
je ba ye no so no
oh mama ndi kan fa Moses die no enchire na ye hu se aha ena achiame poma no ehye ase ti Moses ena Yankopon edi kan de poma ma no ma odidi ni djuma na Aaron poma nso ne da poma daka nim Aaron poma enso eka ho afei ko wi chiri ye hwe ye nananom nso wo mu die ni o afei ye hwe oba akoso ewa ha eno nso anyway pa na eye wow anya nana fenso hinini o sene de aso no a
aje ne be
mo ono akra ne gina manimi ono akra ne gina manimi nana fenso hine ai ne mfo nyine
so akoso ya ye mfato hu bebri kakra bibu ene de kire say Hebrewism ni de ya de wo ye yo mfafo ni bebi abi pi eno an ye da na di wo amamrem ba nyina na me baba beka asem dia fa owura bi hu broni ya park bi share na ni nyame
Rashri
oba British ni no dia Asante Amamre ene bo ni professorship.
Wow.
Odo do sua Asante Amamre atru ohun mu ma bebre into onu na obeye point of reference obi bia opeso atru bibi fa Asante Amamre hu bia no rati ene esafo a obi bebi o ko library bia volumes tu ko kinkan bia no akutukutu awena Dr. JB Dankwa atru book bi The Account Doctrine of God, a fragment of Gold Coast Ethics and Religion by J.B. Dankwa. Wọnúnú ẹnu kóòtù rati. Èdìmọ̀ ọ̀yẹ́ wọ́n mú à Ghana fún à náà ọmú jí tún sẹ́ yẹ fi Israel for J.B. Dankwa náà ká hùn pàà. Nti ẹnẹ the book nù mú ẹnà ọ̀yẹ́ quotation bí à yẹ bá bẹ́ káyé. Ọ̀dùnmá nkúmá hwáhwá náà wọ́n ká hwá sẹ́mi. Bore ni hwa obeka free ha e dia baba bisi.
Okay. And JB Dankwa na true. Takora's temple, unlike so many pantheons, did not contain a single fetish. I sometimes think that had these people been left alone to work out their own salvation, sooner or later, perhaps some African messiah would have arisen and swept their pantheons and their religion clean of the Suman fetish. Then West Africa might have become the cradle of a new religion which acknowledges one great spirit who, being one, nevertheless manifested himself in everything around them and taught men to hear his voice in the flow of his waters and in sound of his voice among the trees. In a sense, therefore, it is true that this great supreme being, the conception of whom has been innate in the minds of the Ashantis, is the Jehovah of the Israelites. Whoa.
Ayunti ena ni eka otwe di ampon. Kwabe. Eni ne kikeka. Now say ba be kan bibi. Here be interesting. Pa am dey be ma wakan. Na magazine bi oho. Here friend no Afritel. Afritel no be kan Ghana's Ashantis, custodians of a great treasure. We is ka for there you free one more. Osa can say our treasure bi. And na ba be kan free hand e kwa kusi.
Okay. To be sure, the seventh-day Sabbath was mixed with a tribal religion that poured out libation to departed ancestors and that worshipped fetish shrines. Nevertheless, the seventh day of the week, which the Ashantis called Memeneda, the day of the I Am, sparkled for centuries like a diamond buried deep in the mine of West African paganism. In Akan society, a boy or a girl born on a particular day of the week is given a corresponding name. A boy born on Saturday, for example, is called Kwame, which means God's child. The creator himself is known as Onyame Kwame, the god of Saturday. The Akan people of Ghana worshipped the creator on Saturday long before the first Portuguese ship anchored off the coast of Ghana in 1471. Gradually, the Christianity introduced by European missionaries supplanted Akan rites and traditions to some extent. The missionaries taught the people to worship God on Sunday instead of Saturday. The day name of a boy born on Sunday is Kwesi. So the people began to call the Europeans Kwesi Broni. Pronounced Kwasi Broni, which literally means Sunday white man. The European missionaries themselves, like the Ashantis, mixed truths about God with pagan concepts and practices. Besides Sunday worship, many of them prayed to dead intermediaries and believed in the unbiblical doctrines. Besides Sunday worship, many of them prayed to dead intermediaries and believed in the unbiblical doctrines of the immorality of the soul and the everlasting punishment of the wicked. Some, like the Ashantis, attached mystical powers to that is inanimate objects, right? But when the Seventh-day Adventist pastor W.H. Lewis arrived at the village of Agona, 35 kilometers northeast of Kumasi in 1914, searching for a permanent site for the new Gold Coast mission, the unchangeable truth of the seventh-day Sabbath met the unalloyed truths of apostolic Christianity.
So I mentioned, yeah. The Benya say Saturday, 7-day Sabbath. Obadi, any humida. And it's no crab, and can you meminda? Oh, da. You somewhere the home pa. May I win the air, and kakra, women baby a ye, a da. A fee. That's your free Obadi. How did they say you with me? Aja, Mammy can we and to soon says a wishimwa. Akanfo ankasa no ye na eya wada sa ene kura no odehye pa kan no ya wada ene ye kunkun da na ye mfa mfore sa nyema wi na ba ni say ni nyina ni say ye wi afi ye nchi say Hebrewfo na say kai ye nchi ye sa hu say sa da ne ye kunkun da bia e bia ye be fiase ya say to anamon near decide that nesi ho near the amaya Israel. If you say ono ni da na se se fi kasa da ne dia o mi ehwe bibi yen san sesaya bi. If you say any no aye kan Hebrew ni Judaism ni enu e ya bisua kase ma ye nyina se ti ase ani agitum se sa 7 day no na memenda no e de ye obaade e da odije na homedia bibi be saba be try so am yet me hu say ni da bia adenti na say ye yi sa den adenti na say ye niema ye ahuhu niema sa den yen say nyan yen sa fa mi so bi say onu no aka wo say se e kwa anya kopem na fa ye sa ye ti ni ba na e kwa say ye ya fa wo ye o mabim ni akopem a me so mejo emi da yi yo ni nyina aka ho etimi da ya e ba mi etimi nya na montu a esi etu yes ani obade be hwia bom na nya say oh mi wura me kon ho heaven na wo de o se ye wa asase so a wo wa hodin kwa wa nya o wu abi na so kwa yin o mi ehwe bibi akoso anu na nchen ya mamre kwa yin san ye no ya na festivals bibi wom e dam say ye ekofo a edomfu en yes I bia no bai no so no bai bi ba ansa na di bi ka no kura no say the week kwa ko gba for real sana bayre one you ni sa anya mane ma enti communities bebre wo ho no ma wo mu ye sa festivals yam festival millet festival corn festival ni de keka ho then so ya na ye nim say e wo link to Hebrewism oba de afasho de ma yen wo yemfie mu nyina no patrol Leviticus 23 back only feast of first fruits or feast of weeks. Leviticus 23.
Unim say adewe Leviticus 23 na unim say sa first fruits no. No kure ni mena obi ankyere me. Na mente ho asem da. Na mia na me kai me share adwuma asimo. E na mia me nim de ba me trim. Ana me decided say me first salary. Okay. And what I'm betting once. No credit, no minda. And what she and I'm betting once and I'm so sad, may ye, Leviticus 23 verse 4 to 9. Oh, okay. All right. Leviticus chapter 23 verse 4 to 9. These are the appointed times of Yehovah, set apart gatherings which you are to proclaim at their appointed times. In the first new moon, on the 14th day of the new moon, between the evenings is the Pesach to Yehovah.
Passover.
And on the Passover and Pesach, no. And of the 15th day of this new moon is the festival of Matzot to Yehovah. 7 days you eat unleavened bread.
Feast of unleavened bread.
On the first day you have a set apart gathering. You do not spell work. And you shall bring an offering made by fire to God, to Yehovah. Will be an God for 7 days. On the 7th day is a set apart gathering. You do not civil work. To Moshe, saying, speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, when you come into the land which I give you, and shall reap its harvest, then you shall bring a sheep of the first fruits of your harvest to the priests.
Feast of first fruits.
Nobody taught me this. I'm surprised.
I don't know. Okay, a fashion. You will buy a fashion. A Soglian festival.
Elio festival.
30 miles. Africa. And then you cry, see you now soon near me. I hear as if you say, Yadi ma abosom, said the Ekan. But then the spirit behind it, from the feast of first fruits. The name say about had no environmental influences, and I call Dania. You see a yama, a deba for yama, abosom kitwan, senya, or maybe count man we are, and son will be a by the now in reality, the spirit behind it, the feast of first fruits one of the Hebrew festivals for the agrarian people. The agrarian people, agriculture. Yes, sir, and we say, yeah, no, also. A fashion beer, and also no, and Cavani, yes, it is a Passover, yeah. Only said this time, no, no date, no, we did homo, any date, and did Passover proper, no, assessor. So, the nature, homo August, and Passover, March, April, so I can mean it. That's what homo will do. They tell me, say, feast in is officiated by another or suffer, and a make us of a Christian as of priests. Priests, and a dear name. Until in the homo side, a Wulamo. And our Hebrew side, the priest, on your grammar, that you be almost dressing on dresses, and ya almost ye be candy tree. We are sending long gown, no about head gear, no my. And I am a bush of winning out, Nasi. If you don't for a country of Mumba in our boy, a year over the first Passover, of course, we were Egypt. So, bush of cooling in our tenants. And Omu put the no more Baba be too quiet. I went to the case of a country, your back, and you have a transit bush. If you are near yeast to be any, and you are near it. For living bread in the case of Hebrew, and a pupui in the case of Encranfrey, Omkoyama Bruno, Emma, Emitu, Emidi, and fermenting maybe I yet.
So, by scriptures, Nakai, on living bread.
And there are no any idea. Now, Hebrew for the first Passover, Omudi Muja, and a year, can say angel of death, Babano. Which Mako, Omaho, and Grafo di Omowa, Omodi and Truma, and the wow. Again, the dress be so. A day when you are yet, Sandri and your bar handle, your trasunian. Soundsuna, ye fuya, ye and a binding bar, and Sunday, your better is there. After your map will be a libido. These are all traits of Hebrewism and Judaism. Any pamia dada. Oma dream yentimi twinsi. Enti ene ya enya akonye. Na se etimi twi eni pa dwinsi so say. Wo no by nature no, we
Hebrew.
Na Hebrew ndi nso de. Wasade wa duma ye no bibia no. Je se o ye ni je nsi so nya no. E wo tru ni. Eni no abakosem. Eni ni bibia wa mamre no awo ye kwa no. It's a way of life. Way of life. Lifestyle. And yet, as soon as I say, me gidi. As soon as me gidi, I saw you gidi says, I told you, gidi said, oh, fuck, one way, so and I'll be moving young. I don't know, dear. So I did you know, who's would be actually.
No muji tun se we na me and automatically a kwai na so na wo so fa obefa so
ile ni de ofri baby and ya tro na so o mepene so e je agibi e do ka ho na
ya o kwa ndu baby adwen tanta wo
no difference between religion and any way of life na no religion there are now set of beliefs yedi gidi say and na so bi akiri na we dey inborn
oye den ya na so
kwata so inborn
o se san enyi
nti ya awe who say yentimi who the difference between Hebrewism
and Judaism
enu nti no ya pa prede your heritage ni bibia akoma ahogu bia womu fa nyefi
in the name of Christianity,
in the name of Judaism, in the name of Christianity. And we are war. Now, practices are there.
Say Islam come.
In the name of Islam. If the only man but tree be free, no scripture. Oh, where you gidi, you ready, yeah, battery, you ready, yeah, battery, you ready. Also, what do you mean? You are the controller of the whole.
Na say you hunu baby a free bent ni hunu de ye kono right e bre no
e na me stress e de hia ma say itimi di asunto fom ni e ma program we itimi hwe ni ye ni itimi ti ase me kan this particular episode ye kan Hebrewism asem say you odi kan say religious books ni nya ya to ju yemfa going enye akwanya yensisa ye wo books no nyina authors no mo twa the people of the Bible yemfro Jews
Hebrews
Israelites mfa correctly sa wrong you na ma anya sa mo mislead millions of school for kwala o mo be fa sa entity e wo sa nguma ni nyina mo be
na say Osha there is something wrong with moral education na religious and moral education.
So say actually Jews. It is wrong because we are or your Bible nipa near friend say we Jew. Misnomer.
Wow. Hey, and I'm also me light. Menye Jew Jew crowd menye bida. Na menye bida. Menye bida. And them they are carrying na ever na ye ho kan ya de ho be fa so. Is it?
No.
Put the camera so.
No, come can we say. Kama ablofun ba ye no. Na yetete ho say enuanom ye wo akanfo ho. Ye wo fulani fo ho. Ntre otumfo be kan say mi say before Ghana everybody no na atachere na santeman. Na ye amane aman enfanteman asanteme no omudidwa Emiano, Fufu, Fantidi, Asantidi, go to Nigeria, Igbo, Omedi Fufu, and Toma Ifra, Kaba, Selete, Congo, Mobutu, Zizeku, Bingua, Wasabanga, Zaman Pedina, Mobutu, no mame, Ofrantoma, Apele, Congo, Omedi, Nti, Broni Bayano, na Bible Nation come to Joel chapter 1, verse 3, verse 1 to 3. The book say, a book my appetite time and a man, no more you saw, I had to check, means Simu Afa. It's in the Bible.
Joel
3.
I don't know.
How do you?
And I'm in a minimum pound. Oh, you was a sorry, and the Aquanini, I'm an
it's not a war. You could more the year. A prophecy when you go on Ashe at 2 7 Sassy, or mobile church in Sassimu Afa. And I'm Papa Berlin Conference, a history. And a BC. Do any.
I say arrangements, and I say, I and the crew.
You are right.
Joel chapter 3, verse 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Okay. For look, in those days and at that time, when I turned back the captivity of Jehudah and Jerusalem, and then Jerusalem, Jerusalem, then I shall gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I shall enter into judgment with them there for my people, my inheritance, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and they have divided up my land.
What? Let's see what Berlin Conference. And I happen here. A whole woman of time to see a whole history. Africa, the 1844 scandal. When the Portugal Colonial, the fellow Otto von Bismarck. Or Chaya. Say, Yanko, not land alone, and could divide that for young fat or money padding and fat, and or major padding and name found young fat. Ebenya Ghana, Gokos, Ebenya Togo, Ebenya Burkina, Nigeria, we ebaye na time ntino enka wo mo afun say colonial masters no o mo na dini.
Okay.
O me cha afase ne fai. Enoni.
No.
Obi che Berlin conference on Tiasie. Because so much they say after Bible no book again.
Now I'll say modern Africa is the most carved up continent.
But I say mommy.
Me ready Eden no.
Yo.
Modern Africa is the most carved up continent in the world, thanks to the 1884 to 5 Berlin Conference.
Yeah.
Okay, Africa, the 1884 scramble was the resources was for resources to develop Europe. Wow.
Yes.
But the partition of Africa must not be seen as an isolated event. It was a continuation of previous policies of exploitation and flowed naturally from 400 years of transatlantic slavery. Okay, having provided the world that created the basis for the Industrial Revolution, transatlantic slavery had outlived its main usefulness. The new industries needed raw materials, and these were to be found in Africa. To prevent hostilities breaking out over the control of Africa's resources, the German government of Otto von Bismarck agreed to host the Berlin Conference to carve up Africa and its resources. By the end of the conference of 13 European nations and the United States, the template had been created for the artificial superimposition of roughly 50 countries, most of which cut across the logic of nationality, geography, language, culture, or other unifying factors. Africa, including South Africa. These artificial constructs with the imposition of minority and majority regimes set the tone for the policy of divide and conquer, the unending conflict in Africa with negative consequences for development. The major players were Britain, Germany, France, and Portugal, which already controlled most of the coastal territories, where forts were established for protection of trading companies Belgium, Italy, and Spain played supporting roles, with the others hanging in vain for crumbs. The broad division that resulted was host Germany grabbed Southwest, that is Africa, Namibia, and German East Africa, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. Togoland, part of Cameroon, and the border areas of Benin. Great Britain pressed its naval and military advantage and secured Egypt, part of Sudan, Somaliland, British East Africa, Uganda, and Kenya. Most of Southern Africa, including South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Rhodesia, Botswana, Malawi, and significant areas of West Africa, especially Nigeria, Ghana, Gold Coast, then Sierra Leone, and the Gambia.
Hey, prophecy.
Your Belgium's King Leopold II held tight to DR Congo, or Belgium. That is Belgian Congo. France consolidated most of Western and Central Africa, then known as French West Africa, French Equatorial Africa, parts of North Africa, and French Somaliland. Portugal hung on to Mozambique, Angola, Cape Verde, Sao Tome, and Principe. And even I am
Yes.
Wow. Italy got Somalia, a portion of Ethiopia, and part of Eritrea. Spain made do with the smallest territory, Equatorial Guinea, Reomuni. The negative impact of the partition on Africa was not lost on the colonial powers, especially Bismarck of Germany, whose 40-year political career was devoted to the unification of Germanic states involving an endless what
Hebrew for any Africans.
So I'm going to be mine and it's true.
And then you hear say how African developed Europe and US. Secondly, come on, some Hebrew for Yamani Huni Obiti Boase or gold that. Obiti said you also or no million put that or Doko. I mean, how you know. You put a look on the fucker say, and you're religion. And I believe. I believe. I don't know how brave I say the sin there. You put away our quano or the small bro, no idea too. No, I shall say, I suffer so much, one say or more, not with siege. Praise God. No, I shall say, the way a gentile, I'm a memuni. You go point shed dear no. I dare hope I say, a do tight to the air, it's a muntria. Possible they say, my do for. Oh, send me a arrow for some. A do tight to the air. I me you know near J. Do a fashion way the onlyest festival and there a do for dear.
Right, Ebrani, yes.
Mammy, for time of the beginning to say, I feel they have to come back to take my law and my Yahuwah. You who look that. I hope we say we shall win the fight without compromise. Shalom.
Peace.
Sila.
Sila. Zion. Yabako. Yaira, say dear Yaira. I be mine, dear Yaira. O cry via Yakonam Quanta Vasa. Yeah, Yaira. Africa, Yaira. Yes, sorry. Let's wake up. That's wake up, Africa. Aya, Chani community uncle. Mirao.
Medini Yama Afrifon, Mexia, Bibia, Thomas.
Cody.
No, maybe one of Faswakano. Yes, sir, Ghana for. Say, program we say, but say, move to a different level. Until they mobile money at school. Say a month for a meboa. Na fino bi bela or shetukunu biano, hunu the yekano. No soon to intro na mama dear, you may be a air ban. It makes me no, na any parent and to me. Yes, I'm no.
2nd December, sashi yoso, sashi junase, sashi asanyone so, sashi baby any. Baby a contombra a traboni akoti community states ni nyina no mu nyina mo fa moni enkyere yes she a juna say John Bitter Clubhouse ho na wi adumie no pepepe ya de dwumadie ehyehyɛ me chere free the mind movement ye bie so was sehwi ho de no enya asɛmketo akra 2nd December when am polifo nyina GD4 baby old town ne mo nyina momodin na momfa moni enkyere yes sehwi agina se John Bitter Clubhouse we adumie no na itrasem no say the mark of the beast which is the 666 and a unity never can wasem ebedi hon komo edda no na so ehunu say Yehowa e de new year say eba na wieye anase sen na etia the scripture see bito scripture see ebeboa ama watumi ehunu eye twerɛ kronkron no emu nsem afi ubenya CDs ni nyina bi ane ajane Gabi mo ne Israel mo wo mo se maye artificial tenem de meti natural number artificial lady ajamen sere meni abre artificial lady we topic back on say big dreadlocks abolition of marriage, the origin of the white man, democracy any de keka ho ni nyina no ye de bi eba life in the ja me no mabokakra aka ho nti me he enche na se me twa me dreadlocks na che se bi ai fine me akosua te chewa prebi odina na di kan a enha me Hebrew ni de che kronkron Hebrew Israelites ai me dia de e wo Hebrew ya me andoma ye be sign e she biu mi chia obi a edom nyina obi a wo hwe me bia na me wo fan bi e wo Santasi station hot on bread me do timi nam so say madam e wa so nya me a ena ni chia wati nyame ya doma e be hia